Yar. That is the armor of the Seafarer from Dol Amrith. Dardanissa, my 104th level High Elf Burglar, has completed her set, and it's pretty sharp looking. I dig it. I've certainly had characters wearing uglier armor sets before. That much I can promise you. Hi, everybody. It's Big Ed Mustafa. Welcome to Adventures After Dark. I'm excited to be here. I hope everybody had a good week and that you're excited to be here. I know that there are many Lotro streamers for you to choose from, and I appreciate you choosing me tonight. As I mentioned, Dardanus is a High Elf Burglar. She's level 104, and she is in Central Gondor. We got the roving threats of Renglow Vale on Wednesday night knocked out. I've been doing a wee bit of questing to try to unlock some others, which I've managed to do. Looks like we have a freelancer in the house. We've got a Zinger, and we've got an Egarther. So invites out to all, and I'd be very surprised if Forbin Kid didn't wander by in the not too distant future. Well, the one thing I don't think I've done is put myself in my own voice chat yet. Let me take care of that. Streaming's hard. There's a lot of stuff to remember. There we go. Now I'm in my own voice chat. And as long as I'm in Discord, I think we all know I'm going to be playing a video from an air show gone by. So I may as well queue one up now. All right. And there we go.
How may I help you, friend?
Oh, I'm going to be wearing that bracelet. Holy cow. I might need to sell something. Maybe that's the issue. I thought I'd already put that bracelet on. Well, I know I don't need any more emeralds at the moment, so I will sell that emerald. Not the polished ones. That one can go. There we go. I think the lag was bad enough the other night. I kept clicking on that bracelet and I was just click it, nothing had happened, so I'd click it again and it'd put it on and then take it off. Then put it on and then take it off. I was sure I was already wearing it. I really wish they'd keep giving me these lower level traceries and runes. Guess the good news is at least that one I can turn into script. We can sell that bracelet. I've got a zircon to polish. Why am I worried about polishing that zircon? Because it opens up a pack space. I guess I've still got pending loot to sell or acquire. We'll get that cleaned up too.
Well met.
Lesser Steadfast Necklace of Protection. Not bad, not as good as what I'm wearing. Lesser Resolute Dagger of Tactics. Better than my current offhand weapon. Not quite. It is pretty nice though. Either of those scrolls. Dexterous sword. Also not better than my current offhand. At least not significantly. Lesser dexterous bow. Can't use it. I'm a burglar. We got some fancy sashes. Critical defense essence. So major tier 7s I'm going to start collecting. I hope I don't run out of pack space, but I'm eyeing the North Athelian armor sets, and those are not particularly useful without a giant pile of essences to fill them with. Oh, another zircon to polish. Come back to that major essence of resistance. Not particularly useful for a burglar. We'll sell that one. Lesser Steadfast Ring of Power. Not particularly useful.
What news do you bring, traveler?
And let's see what the hobbits have for me. Minor Potion of Morale. That's fantastic. Thank you, hobbitses. If I drink it right now, I get a pack space back. Thank you for that. There's Forbin Kid. I had a feeling he'd be along shortly.
I knew I could find you at the task board.
You weren't wrong.
You could always find it at task boards.
Antler, how's it going, buddy?
It's going.
Are you excited for next week? Are you coming to my air show?
Not this year, unfortunately.
You know I'll torture you for a whole year if you don't make it, right? And I'll have help. Antler lives like 10 minutes away from the park where the air show is. And you don't work on Mondays. You're typically free.
I will be spending Labor Day weekend up at Wood Cliffs, so.
Okay, likely story. Man, 12 months of verbal abuse. I will look forward to dishing that out. All right, task item turn-ins maxed out. Forbin Kid apparently missed the fellowship invite I sent him.
There, got it now.
There we go.
Is it wrong for me to be excited about the Ring of Power returning next week?
Not if you like the show. I haven't seen an episode yet. I don't have Amazon Prime, so I have no clue. And I know there was a lot of excitement about the new trailer for, is it The War of the Rohirrim?
Oh yeah, I saw it. It looked kind of neat.
Yeah.
I guess it's done by the animation's done by the same guy who did like Ghost in the Shell or something.
Okay.
You gotta research that.
So for those of you in the Fellowship, I have unlocked the next 3 roving threats. If we feel like going out and tackling them again, we could certainly go back to Ethring, pick up the Ethring roving threats, and go wail on them some more. That's always a good time. So, Egarther, Forbin Kid, what are you guys in the mood for?
Oh, we can get the roving threats done out of the way.
Okay, well, I actually just happened to wander into Anbur's. He is a fairly big, scary half troll with 250,000 morale.
Yeah, there's 2 of them along the same path between the city and Hadaktivir.
Okay. And hello, Freelancer. I didn't know if everybody had these unlocked yet, or if you guys were still working on preliminary quests.
Let's see. Whatever.
I just think it's important we get as much work done as possible to punish Bria for not hanging out with us on Fridays. Although it's her Saturday afternoon, so. Zinger, you good to go on roving threats?
Is this a knee ring or is it an area I have?
Singer says, "Oh, you guys can go do them. I don't foresee caring to do more Gondor." Okay. Well, what would you like to do, Zinger? Are you in a flower picking mood? Are we heading to North Athelion already? Let's get the food conversation started early. What's your guys' favorite kind of pudding?
Vanilla.
Vanilla, chocolate, tapioca.
Butterscotch.
I was going to say butterscotch for me too. Butterscotch is yummy. It seems to be kind of an out of favor flavor with the Utes today. I don't know why butterscotch disappeared off of the flavor lexicon.
Maybe it was just, the time of, sometimes people have certain flavors with what's going around.
I last had it about 20 years ago, probably.
There are two flavors in pudding: banana and butterscotch.
Banana pudding is yummy.
Yeah, burn some tents. And then the 11s. I was on earlier and there seemed to be a fair amount of lag.
There is no lag.
There is no lag.
It's just like the Matrix, there is no spoon. Corsair Slayer of Central Gondor complete.
Be right back.
I'll be right here. And did we ever get Egarther in voice chat? Apparently Zinger doesn't want to confess that he's obsessed with flower picking at this point. There's my half-troll buddy. Don't feel like tackling him by myself tonight. I think that would be a foolish move. And Freelancer dropped out. Working on a solo instance? Okay, cool. No worries.
Through the hill range. We got a left.
No, Solrith
So there's
is
three different threads you have to complete. And Gilrain finishes one of them.
This darkness is a weight on my mind. There's naught but ill omens these days.
On now. Yeah, on now. I have to kind of go back to that.
I was just noting that Zinger's 105. He might be heading straight to Mordor at this point. I don't know.
Or more like 112. Actually, I mean, I know you can go there at 105, but
There's naught but ill omens these days.
Faradrill. There.
I got a lost
There
dog
is.
somewhere I gotta find.
Pebble.
You got
yeah.
what?
Pebble the Lost Dog.
I've been looking
Oh
for
yeah,
him, but
I did the always so down east of Faradrill on a little dock. So when you're in that little encampment area where you actually talk to 3 different Corsairs and then 2 of them fight you and one of them runs away, go south to the water edge from there. Oh, there's Ketrang. Soloed him on my
now where's Beardrill? I don't see it on my map anywhere.
That's the
Faradrill
lighthouse.
is that's where the lighthouse is.
Oh, okay. Should the name show up on the map?
If you haven't
my map
discovered
If
it
you
yet, it
haven't
won't.
visited it,
Yeah.
you might
okay.
not.
Okay, that's what it is.
You don't get a flag until you've actually gone inside.
Oh, okay. I thought it was looking. My map was looking pretty bare, and
Also, double check that you have everything selected for your
Yeah,
map.
I did that. That's
So, come east
yeah.
of there. There's initially a lazy corsair at that dock, but then after that, there's just a little dog. You're going really northeast of it. Um, and it's not like super close. It's a little ways off.
Oh, I got a ring here. Oh, that's Tummer.
Get back inside Veradrill right now. I don't know how many quests actually might have been affected in there. I'm at Oh no, that's I don't have. I just Retribution and light. I'm like 2 quests away from being able to grab the. I don't actually have to go into the lighthouse. I just find that other lieutenant. I know there's one outside and one. Could wait for the outside one to respawn, but
I got a cold and refreshing Coke Zero with me tonight.
Nice.
oh, okay. Now I do have to go upstairs. Summon that guy. Gamil. How on earth did a half troll sneak up?
They can be surprisingly quiet for half trolls.
Well, I mean, there's the sound, there's the size, and then there's the smell.
Well, it could be a half troll, half hobbit, and it was a sneaksy hobbit.
So did that mean a mama hobbit and a daddy troll?
I think it would have to be a daddy hobbit and a mama
There's a
troll.
weight on my mind.
Man, try to have a conversation with a guy and he starts swinging at you.
It's unfortunate. Well, there's Salinity. I don't recall muting Egarther in voice chat.
Maybe you should.
There he is. What are you in the mood for tonight? Roving threats? You want to move out to a different section? What are you thinking? Zinger's done with Gondor. He's tired of looking at the whole place.
So over Gondor, huh?
Yeah.
Well, all of this unlocking of the roving threats in Dor and Airnil is kind of tiresome. I think last time on Wednesday we mentioned that you could do the East Gondor roving threats without any kind of lengthy unlock crap.
Yeah, they're pretty spread out, though. I don't know that's going to be much easier.
Yeah, because you're getting into like all the way out to Bar Huron and almost to Faramir's Watch.
Well, there's one on the bridge in Osgiliath, because I just rode past it a little while ago.
Yep.
That one's considered an East Gondor, not a Far and Orient.
Correct.
Correct.
Oh yeah, okay, that's right. That's right. Right, just like you don't have a you don't have a stable to Osgiliath until after battle, and then when you do, it shows up as East Gondor. Alright, you slugs. One thing to fight my way into here, I'm not fighting my way out.
Oh, found the dog.
And it's not Pebbles, it's just Pebble.
Toto.
Help.
Did they do that to avoid copyright infringement?
I have no idea. One of my favorite jokes I used to do with my wife whenever she'd call me, and her number would come up on my phone, I'd answer the phone with, Midwest Escorts, this is Brick, what's your fantasy? Not one time did she ever tell me.
That's because she's living her fantasy. You should know that.
That's pretty much correct. So I have the name Brick trademarked, that's why I mentioned it. That should have been worth the turn in. Oh, there's a War Master up here somewhere. Okay. Let's go find him and make him pay. Ooh, another treasure cache.
I went through Mordor on my minstrel yesterday and did all of the treasure caches,
Mm-hmm.
all of the pages, and all of the rare chests. Keep in mind that there's, what, 5 sets of each?
Yeah, it's a lot.
And then there's 3 more sets of pages in instances. Nairband, Norgroth, and another place.
Port of Saragost, and
That's it.
the
That's
Abyss.
it. Port of Saragon.
There are some in the Abyss as well.
Well, Abyss of Mordath is its own set after everything else. Yeah.
Son of Light checking in. Look at all those inventory spaces. I am jealous, he says. Well, I work hard to keep my bags this clean. It's not an easy task, Son of Light.
That I have a bridge.
I am doing good, Son of Light. I hope you are well, my friend. Hey, Ed, what's that fundraiser tracker up in the corner? I am so glad you guys asked. I am doing my annual fundraiser for Make-A-Wish of Nebraska. I've been running it through the month of August. And last year you guys helped me raise a little over $2,000. I use the money to help my RC Flying Club raise extra money at our Labor Day Air Show. And thanks to your $2,000 last year, the club was able to get an extra $2,000 with that money, plus another $3,500 in raffle ticket sales and food sales. We did pretty well last year, about $7,500 to Make-A-Wish. Would like to break that this year if at all possible, but I'm a little bit behind on donations. But for those of you who didn't make it to the air show last year, I'll show you a little bit about what that's about. Because I know Freelancer's been dying to hear about the air show.
The NFL season will be back.
I am excited about the NFL season coming back, I won't lie. But we'll skip the rest
It was
of
a
that
high-flying
ad.
affair at Standing Bear Lake. Not only a fun way for the family to spend Labor Day, but it was also for a good cause. Remote-controlled airplanes, helicopters, even a witch and Superman. This is the 43rd annual Labor Day Air Show, hosted by the Omahawks RC Club.
It's just a great day for families to come out and enjoy the day in the park. We get to show off the RC airplane stuff. It's a lot of fun. We raise a lot of money for a great cause here in Nebraska.
That cause coming in the form of a fundraiser for Make-A-Wish Nebraska. Posh says it's the 38th year the show benefited Make-A-Wish, with 98% of the proceeds from raffles, food, and drinks going toward it.
And I know Make-A-Wish of Nebraska grants about 100 to 120 wishes a year. And the money that we raise stays here in Nebraska and helps local families.
One of those families is that of Billy Nelson. His father, Gregston, says Billy was diagnosed with rhabdomyosarcoma, a rare and aggressive cancer, when he was 9 years old.
The cancer that he was diagnosed with carries a 20% survival rate.
After a year of treatment, Billy pulled through. And today, Gregston says Billy's now a father himself. But it was during those tough times with treatment when Make-A-Wish came through for Billy and his family by granting Billy's wish to go deep sea fishing in Hawaii.
It's hard to imagine a year of doctoring a child who's suffering like that. The emotions are so helpless. And in that, Make-A-Wish brought a little ray of sunshine, a respite, a rest when we could just not think about that for a few days.
And that's just one story of how Make-A-Wish impacts families in the community. Now, organizers say they raised $7,100 at last year's event, and based on the crowd size this year, they think they're going to surpass that. Reporting for Fox 42, I'm Joe Harris.
And there you go. That's the Labor Day Air Show. So if you haven't had a chance to donate yet, anything you can contribute, a couple bucks, $5, $10 would be terrific. If you've already donated 4 or 5 times, not mentioning anybody in particular, Forbin Kid, don't feel like you need to drop any more in the bucket. You've been great. In fact, a lot of people have been generous this year, and it's very much appreciated. But I need to keep fundraising right up until the end of the month. And tonight's just another great opportunity to contribute if you haven't had a chance yet. One of the things I did want to mention is you don't have to create a Streamlabs account in order to contribute. If you just use the regular donation link on my page at the twitch.tv Big Ed Mustafa, all the proceeds that come in, whether they're donations or tips, we'll be going to Make-A-Wish of Nebraska. I think the link that I pop up is usually specifically for the tip tool. And I'll post that link here. Or just pop by my channel, like I said, and you can find the donation link on my homepage. The money does come directly to me to use as I determine. If we needed to buy hot dogs this year, for instance, because we didn't get them donated, I would need to be able to spend the money on hot dogs. Last year we spent about half of it on the raffle prizes. We used about $1,000 to buy a bunch of cool stuff, including a PlayStation 5 we gave away. That was a huge draw. Because of the prizes that we had, we sold over $2,000 in raffle tickets. And then the other $1,009 I had left over, I was able to do a direct donation to Make-A-Wish on behalf of the Omahawks RC Flying Club. But I channeled it through my company, and my company matched $1,000. So we turned $1,000 into $2,000 in both instances. And that's how we were able to take your donations and actually double the money. But 100% of the proceeds will benefit Make-A-Wish, and we'll use it the best way we can to get as much money to Make-A-Wish as possible. If you have any questions, just let me know. But you should have the links available if anybody wants to contribute. Always appreciated. And if you can't help out, that's okay. I'm just glad you're here enjoying a little Lotro with us on Friday night. Anybody need any help with any quests? Looks like Salinity might have had to have dropped out to do some solo instances as well.
Yeah, I'm doing the roaming star sequence.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't feel like it really took me all that long to get that second trio of roving threats unlocked. I was able to knock it out in fairly short order. I think I did it yesterday. I am a little foggy tonight, so you guys will have to bear with me. I was playing and streaming last night, and I went to bed about, well, I think I shut the stream off a little after 11:30, because we were up yesterday morning at 4:30 a.m. to take Mrs. M to dialysis. And so I went to bed probably quarter to 12, maybe midnight last night. Well, at 2:45 a.m., I got an alert on both my company cell phone and my personal cell phone, notifying me that there was a fire alarm that went off in my building and that I should evacuate the building immediately. It's an automated messaging system to warn employees. And then at 3:15, they decided to go ahead and send out another alert to notify me that it was all clear. The fire department had determined there was no fire and it was safe to go back in the building. Well, the phones going off also woke up Mrs. Mustafa, and she wanted to use the restroom, and I had to get her resituated, and we had to get up at 4:30 this morning because she was having a small outpatient procedure done, and so I was running on about 2 hours of sleep. And they had a problem with her right after the procedure went fine. Everything was great. The doctor called me. He's like, "Oh yeah, everything went super. She's doing great, and there's no problems at all." And then like 5 minutes later, he calls me back and he's like, "Yeah, there's a problem. Her blood pressure dropped, and I think they're gonna keep her. They're moving her up to the 5th floor for observation." And they weren't sure exactly what happened, but for just a few seconds, they kind of lost her pulse. And they had her monitoring her all day. And they must have drawn blood from her 8 or 10 times. They had an IV in her. They were checking everything. They did chest x-rays and they did an electrocardiogram. And finally, they were just like, yeah, all right, go home. But it's been a long day. We've been at the hospital up until about 7 o'clock tonight. So, I don't know, what's that, 13 and a half hours? And just got home and I picked us up some burritos and nachos for dinner and then hopped on to stream. So, if I seem a little punchy, goofy, low energy, I'll apologize. In fact, if I weren't in the middle of fundraising, probably would have taken tonight off, but I don't want to deprive Make-A-Wish because I didn't get enough sleep last night. So that's okay. I'm happy to be here. I didn't get a chance to play as much as I would have liked last night, and yeah, just glad to be here streaming and talking to y'all.
Just need more Coke Zero, that's all.
Got to keep the Coke Zero flowing. You are not wrong about that, E. Arthur.
Actually, he needs regular Coke.
No. Neither the powdered type nor the one made with high fructose corn syrup would be particularly beneficial for me. So, although the powdered kind I hear can be a good weight loss contributor, but I'd rather lose it slow. And not end up wigging out and shooting Phil Hartman.
Wouldn't that be rather difficult at this point?
Well, it's been done before. I don't like to be repetitive. A lot of work just to get that last battered relic. So that's a partial look at how my day went. Oh, Son of Light says, I saw some of your Discord pics of your model planes. I think it looked cool. It is even more fun than you think it's going to be to fly those things, too. Hey, look over there.
I'm actually kind of sleeping myself. I worked from 10 to 4 today. We're getting ready for a 1,200 person buyout tomorrow.
That should be fun.
It's from a company called HDR.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot of pizza. Why is Dolgamil here?
I just went through there and didn't have any battered relics to pick up. I must have missed something.
Yeah, this is a repeatable that you get later. So tomorrow I've got to swing by Hobbytown, and Alex, the manager, is supposed to have a full ready-to-fly plane package ready for us for the raffle, and also 4 gift cards. I don't know how much Mr. Christoph donated last year. It was more than a couple of shekels, and he ended up getting a $25 gift card to Hobbytown at the air show. I was like, well, at least he got something. But yeah, several folks from my channel were there, including Antler. Antler brought his mom.
Yay.
That was very sweet. And if you know Captain Zoid America and Tower, they play World of Warships with us on Sundays. And Mr. Christoph was there. It's good to see all those guys in person.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
Looks like I'm on the verge of being ready for Mordor at this point. Blood for blood.
This darkness is a weight on my mind. This darkness is a weight on my mind.
And there it is. That also completed Friend to Door Inernal. Nothing wrong with that. Ponton Finberry checking in. Hello, Ponton. I know you probably haven't heard anything about it yet, but I'm doing a fundraiser for Make-A-Wish.
There's naught but ill omens these days.
Striving to avenge Dor-Gimil, the Corsair and Haradrim invaders of Dor-Ananiel make ready to siege Lean here once more and slay its people as retribution.
So did you sneak in my instance, or did I sneak in yours?
I snuck into yours. I'd done this one already. It's okay. Killing bad guys, nothing wrong with that. Pot and Finberry, what are you eating tonight? We all want to know. Also, the question was asked earlier, what's your favorite kind of pudding? Your favorite flavor of pudding, as it were.
Needs your aid.
Wait, fish tacos for dinner? Always a yummy choice. What kind of fish? And was it grilled, fried, sautéed?
These are troublesome times indeed.
Flan for dessert, yummy. Somebody gave me some flan to give to Mrs. M, and she gobbled it up and really liked it and asked for more. So I went and looked up flan recipes, and I'm like, oh, this stuff takes too long to make. It's not hard to make. There's not a ton of ingredients or anything, but I think it's one of those things that you have to make the day before and let it set up overnight. And it's like, if I told her, yeah, I've got your dessert for you, you just have to wait till tomorrow, she'd probably stab me. It was fried fish.
I had sirloin steak. It was all chopped up and in a frozen patty, but it tasted good.
I just grilled up some dough.
That would have been my second option. Did you buy the buns or did you just use bread?
I didn't use any buns. Regularly.
I used to buy the buns until I realized the bread I had tasted better than the hot dog buns.
I buy the Rotella hot dog buns from the company that supplies the buns for the air show. They're not that expensive and they're pretty tasty. My only problem with them is it's hard to keep them fresh for very long. They mold pretty quickly. If you don't use them up right away, you're going to be tossing them to the birds.
I guess it depends on how much relish and stuff you put on them too.
Also true.
Fried onions, and I don't put a lot on, so.
And speaking of needing a Coke Zero, There is no lag. There is no lag.
I got 9 swings queued up. I can go get a coat.
There you go.
How may I help you, friend?
Blood for blood. Epilogue, the waters of the Gilrain. Seek out roaming star in her glade.
All sorts of quests here now.
Yeah, they all start popping, including the roving threats. Okay. SKDX Killer checking in. Hello, Lotro fans. Hello, Nick. I'm pretty excited. Nick's parents are getting ready to go on a trip, and he's going to actually be able to talk in a normal voice instead of whispering. They're gone as of this morning, he says, thank God.
Just don't get too comfortable, they'll be back.
Yeah. House party at Nick's, Zinger says. We'll get a band and a couple of kegs. It'll be a lot like Project X.
Oh, Corsair Filth, I got that one.
Yeah. Few drinky poos and a nice fire.
I imagine there's some the direction you came from that I should pick up first and follow the river along.
You're pretty close to the beginning of the chain. Yeah. You're
And
not
just
off
so you
base.
guys know, the free game this week for Epic is the Callisto Protocol.
I saw that. But now I have to ban you for plugging other games on Lotro Stream. There you go. Antler was timed out for 6 seconds. I hope you learned a lesson, young man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't recall the reviews of Callisto Protocol being particularly good, though. Anybody in chat played it? Anybody like it? Dislike it? What was your opinion? We all want to know. Nick says, that's why it's free. A valid point.
I'd say it would be.
You'd say it's a good game or a valid point? The Callisto Protocol, Ponton. If anyone has a review on it, know that you might not be talking for 6 seconds after your post. Only if your name's Antler.
Gonna meet that water lady again up here. I've already talked to her once.
Singer says, I think next week we'll offer the first couple Fallout titles. Those are terrific, terrific games. Looking it up, says 6 out of 10 on Steam. Okay, well, that's not terrible. Definitely the price is right if they're giving it away for free. You know who else is giving away some great titles, Nick? Standing Stone Games. Lotro and DDO are both free to play.
Yeah, but can somebody really play it free?
I don't think so. I know I never could.
You'd have to be an awful patient person to do it free.
Or just a glutton for punishment.
There's another way to say that. Dedicated skinflint.
This darkness is a weight on my mind. This darkness is a weight on my mind.
I greet you, friend.
Are these swan statues only good for rep, or can you use them to buy items?
They can be traded, bartered for something, but I don't remember what. If you're not at max rep, you may
they're
as well
rep
use them.
and barter items. I think the special class essences use those for barter, if I remember correctly.
That sounds about right.
I could use.
Don't you have to be like Kindred before you can get the good ones?
Yeah, there's a rep
So you
requirement.
want to use
as
them
well.
for the rep first.
Yeah.
Then you can come out
Yeah,
and farm them later.
In some of these places, I've used the rep items and then found out I was doing all these quests and getting rep that I didn't need anymore.
I'll tell you what I need is a Coke
Well,
Zero, so cheer stream
In
hype.
Ringlow Vale and Dor and Ernil, you have to do dailies a lot to get Kindred. So
Yep.
it's almost better to go to the places with the, well, like for example, Barad Rill. There's lots and lots of orcs and half trolls and Paradrim in there, and you're gonna get a few rep item drops. It's almost easier to just sit in there and clear it like every 5 minutes. Because dailies get really monotonous after a while.
Senior says, I think there'd be a coupon code next week that goes with some kind of promotion they'll be doing.
Yeah, Cord said something about that. If it's what I think it is, it's going to stir up some controversy.
What do you think it is?
Targeting VIPs, huh?
No, I think that there's something happening next week that's tangentially related to Lord of the Rings. So it may be related to that.
The thing that, Antler's excited about?
Divisive. Very divisive.
Yeah.
The show that must not be named.
And I take issue with the use of the word tangential, because even a tangent makes contact at one point, and I don't think that series gets close.
So we'll see. I might be wrong. But it just seems like a real coincidence that, oh, well, there's something going on that we're going to be doing a promotion for next week, but I can't talk about it yet.
Well, let's see. Twitch is owned by who?
I don't think that influences SSG, though.
You don't?
Nah,
Okay.
Not really. The MTG cross promotion made sense because they have a corporate relationship. But just because they stream on Twitch, I don't think they really care about that.
I'll admit I am kind of excited, and I kind of want to rewatch it just to get ready for it.
Oh, I also had a quest pop up for Tarling's Crown to go back and fight the first heir or whatever his name is. Is that ringing a bell
Yep,
for anybody?
That's
Heir of
the
the
end.
Castamirs.
Yeah. Freelancer might not have that yet, since you've been splitting between two characters on Tarling's Crown. Maybe we'll save that for Wednesday.
Oh.
We could go back to Ethring and do the Ringlow Vale roving threats, and then come back and do the three here.
Who doesn't have these roving threats yet?
I think we all do now.
Yeah.
I'm still working on getting to friend.
Oh, okay.
Friend?
I'm not in the friend. I'm not in the friend zone.
That's not one of the gates. It is not.
I thought one of the quests in the chain, or some of the quests in the chain, required friend to unlock.
Well, not that I recall.
I'm looking at it. I don't see that.
I mean, I'm working on the main chain. Not sure how close I am to the end of it.
Well, there's actually two chains. One of them finishes with Sister of the Gilrain, and the other finishes with a Just Burial instance on Barad Rill. So you've done looking for Pebble. You've done the Wine Cellar. Did you do Retribution at the Lighthouse?
I'm doing that right now.
Okay, so you'll go back up northwest of Barad Rill to the quest giver, and then you've got an instance where the two brothers there in that camp talk, and you have to honor their dead.
And then you'll go back to Lynn here, and the quests are unlocked.
Yeah, it will actually deliver you back.
Yeah, you're really
as soon as you do
pretty close to
turn
being
in,
done.
you get another instance of Blood for Blood. And at the conclusion of that instance, a whole bunch of quests open up, including the roving threats. You're close.
Yeah, Barad Rill is another place where when I do the dailies, I like to use trample on my way out. Just have everything go flying.
Just slam everything on the way out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have no complaints whatsoever about the ground abilities of the brawler. But on Warsteed, he has one ranged ability, just called Throw, and it's a moderately decent one. And then he has 3 close-in melee ones, 3 melee strikes. But he doesn't have anything that uses like the momentum of the horse, like trample.
Well, that wasn't class specific. Trample.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Freelancer only rides a light war steed. Trample's a heavy trait.
Yeah, I tend to ride a light war steed because, like, soloing war bands is much easier when you have the extra agility and when you have dash as a toggle rather than a brief action with a cooldown. So yeah, that's the thing. I should check on a heavy trait.
It can be amusing. I know on Champion and Guardian it feels like you're basically crossing Middle-earth in a Sherman tank.
Very slow.
So close.
Oh man, the lag.
There is no
There
lag.
is no lag.
Exactly.
My quest log looks like a shampoo bottle. Rinse and repeat.
A lot of that going on.
Yeah, every one of them is repeatable. There are 3 roving threats, if that's right in my log.
Yep.
I fear nothing, says this Haradrim as he dies. Okay. Fine with me.
He might be married to a Korean woman and welcomes death. I can only speculate. Ponton says, what lag? Lotro runs smooth 0 lag since 2007. Grand servers. Freelancer, did you say Kettering was just a little bit further west of the half troll?
They were really not very far apart. Of course, that could have changed since then. It was less than 10 seconds after I passed one when I passed the other. Last time I drove past Kettering, I think he was a little bit farther west. Man, you weren't kidding. I don't have one Dora and Urnil quest that isn't a repeatable. Like 11 of them. Oh, sure, you can fight them. Nice.
I was actually just trying him on solo. I've soloed this guy before on other characters.
I ruined your grand plan.
Yeah, it's alright.
As the three of us die.
There we go. I am the canary in the coal mine.
How'd that happen?
He killed me. So I helped kill him right back. Alright, well the half-orcs, like you said, but you're not kidding, they're just right next to each other. I know that half-troll's right around here too. I saw him, I think I might have caught a glimpse of Kettering. But man, these guys are like right on top of each other. I know, but I've seen the half-troll a bunch. So I came back through here going to whatever the big fort is with all the dudes.
Is the other one the mage that's in this area?
No, we just killed the mage.
Then
there's a big drake called Ripper who's a pain in the ass. He's the 3-star.
Little tough. There he is.
Yeah, that's unusual
And
for them to be this
birds.
close together.
Take a off here.
Uh-oh. Middle of reading a scroll. I don't know if I'm too close. He's oblivious. I don't care how stealthy you are. If he runs over the top of you, he's gonna feel it.
Yep.
Wait, rat.
His pocket. Is he
Just
asking
got a
someone?
Steam notification that Big Ed Mustafa's playing Lord of the Rings.
Wow, who knew?
Yeah, so did I.
Thanks, Steam.
So, are we each waiting for somebody else to start this, or?
Well, we can wait for Egarther.
Okay, I've done Mr. Dolgamil, whatever his name is. I think I have to do that instance, right? Before I can unlock the RTs.
Yeah. You're interrupted already.
Nice. Yeah, I don't plan on trying Ripper more than once. I mean, we'll do him till he's dead, but I don't see us repeatedly attacking Ripper tonight. Sounds like a good way to rack up a pile of bodies.
also 3 war bands in the area.
Yeah, good point. I think some of the war bands are as tough as the roving threats, if I recall. All right, well, let's head back to Kettering and wait for Egarther. He's almost ready. That'll give us a chance to talk more about the Labor Day Air Show and the fundraiser for Make-A-Wish of Nebraska. If you haven't had a chance to contribute yet, tonight's a great night. If you got a few bucks to kick in, you can do it by PayPal, you can do it by credit card. If you use the tip link, you can do it through Streamlabs. If you don't want to create a Streamlabs account, you can just go directly to my Twitch homepage and use the donation button. Whichever way you go, all of the money will go to Make-A-Wish of Nebraska. There's the link for the tip tool, and I will show you guys some more news footage. I'll spare you the audio from this University of Phoenix ad.
It was a high-flying affair at Standing Bear Lake. Not only a fun way for the family to spend Labor Day, but it was also for a good cause. Remote-controlled airplanes, helicopters, even a witch and Superman. This is the 43rd annual Labor Day Air Show, hosted by the Omahawks RC Club.
It's just a great day for families to come out and enjoy the day in the park. We get to show off the RC airplane stuff. It's a lot of fun. We raise a lot of money for a great cause here in Nebraska.
That cause coming in the form of a fundraiser for Make-A-Wish Nebraska. Posh says it's the 38th year the show benefited Make-A-Wish, with 98% of the proceeds from raffles, food, and drinks going toward it.
And I know Make-A-Wish of Nebraska grants about 100 to 120 wishes a year. And the money that we raise stays here in Nebraska and helps local families.
One of those families is that of Billy Nelson. His father, Gregston, says Billy was diagnosed with rhabdomyosarcoma, a rare and aggressive cancer, when he was 9 years old.
The cancer that he was diagnosed with carries a 20% survival rate.
After a year of treatment, Billy pulled through. And today, Gregston says Billy's now a father himself. But it was during those tough times with treatment when Make-A-Wish came through for Billy and his family by granting Billy's wish to go deep-sea fishing in Hawaii.
It's hard to imagine a year of doctoring a child who's suffering like that. The emotions are so helpless. And in that, Make-A-Wish brought a little ray of sunshine, a respite, a rest when we could just not think about that for a few days.
And that's just one story of how Make-A-Wish impacts families in the community. Now, organizers say they raised $7,100 at last year's event, and based on the crowd size this year, they think they're going to surpass that. Reporting for Fox 42, I'm Joe Harris.
All right, well, that's the Labor Day Air Show. That's how we raise money for Make-A-Wish. And last year, you guys were a huge part of the fundraising effort. We were able to raise a little over $2,000 on Twitch. And thanks to your generosity, we were able to Turned that into over $4,000 in cash for Make-A-Wish of Nebraska. And the club also added some concession sales and money from just passing the donation buckets around at the air show. We donated $7,500 total. But Twitch viewers contributed, at least indirectly, to over half of that. You guys were fantastic. As I mentioned, we took $1,000 of what we raised here on Twitch and bought all of the raffle prizes that we gave away. But we sold over $2,000 worth of raffle tickets, and that was thanks to you. And then we took another $1,009, donated it directly to Make-A-Wish on behalf of the Omahawks Flying Club's Labor Day Air Show. But I did it through my company, and my company matched $1,000 of that donation. So your $2,000 became $4,000. And we hope to do that again this year. I'm a little behind on fundraising. I know the economy is not what it was last year. Everybody's paying more for stuff. But if you can contribute, if you can't, don't worry about it. Just enjoy having you guys here. But if you haven't had a chance to donate yet, $10, $20, $50, anything you guys want to throw in would be helpful. And if I can get everybody to contribute a little bit, whatever they're comfortable with, it'll all go a long way towards Make-A-Wish of Nebraska. Appreciate your help, and we'll go kill more roving threats. Delarfin checking in. Hello, Del. Why am I frozen in place?
My horse won't let me get off. Oh, there it is.
There is no lag. There is no lag. There is no lag.
There is no lag.
We're hanging out on top of a rock just west of town, Meeg Arthur.
Okay. Is it Dwayne?
Is who Dwayne?
The Rock.
The Rock.
No.
I don't know who Dwayne the Rock is, but I've heard it before.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Yeah.
Say
Do you smell what he's cooking?
He's like the #1 favorite actor of everybody with severe head damage and trauma. I don't know. Here's a fun point of discussion. Dwayne Johnson's best movie ever.
Well, I can definitely vote for the worst one, which was The Tooth Fairy. I mean, if you had any respect for the man, if you watch that movie, you'll lose it.
What about Black Adam?
That was pretty mediocre. I'm happy to say that I never saw The Tooth Fairy. Zinger says, clearly Scorpion King, and Delarfin's coming in with a yes. Delarfin agrees it was meh. I assume you mean Black Adam was meh and Scorpion King was fantastic? Or Delarfin just really enjoys the sight of a well-oiled Dwayne The Rock Johnson? Black Adam, yeah. I was like, I don't know. It's really hard to get excited about any superhero movies right now. So much mediocrity getting produced. I think I was Nick I was talking to the other day about having gone and seen Deadpool and Wolverine. I made the comment that I enjoyed it and it was funny. It was just a terrible movie from a movie standpoint. The two are not mutually exclusive. You could say the same thing about like Kentucky Fried Movie. Terrible movie, hilarious and fun to watch. The Rock is not the best actor, and he has to win every fight in all his movies. That was one of my favorite parts about the original A-Team series. In the series opener, their very first episode, Mr. T is B.A. Baracus, and he's their muscle, and he's their tough guy. And like the first thing they do, I think they're like in a Mexican village, and he's acting all tough, and some giant Latin dude just pounds him into oblivion, and he just gets his butt handed to him right off the bat. It was like, okay, that's pretty cool. I like that they didn't set the invincible expectation. I'm sure if my coworker Victor were here, he would vote for Fast and the Furious. Delarfin says, Mr. T was awesome.
I like Columbo. He was never beaten.
Keep in mind when you refer to the A-Team, you're talking about a series where 3,500 rounds of ammunition are fired every episode, and nobody ever gets touched.
They hardly even break a window out. Yeah,
they are worse than stormtroopers.
I'm sorry, Garther. I thought you were just about ready to go on the roving threats. Are you still working on your...
Yes, I'm picking up the quest right now.
Okay.
For roving threats.
Just checking.
There's just three, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I've got them.
I've been watching some of the new players and streaming Lord of the Rings, and they don't look very new. They've had a lot of experience. They weren't like us playing Asher on call, not knowing how to turn left or right.
And speaking of newer streamers, let's shout out Sergeant Major Fish. And I typed it wrong because I'm an idiot. No, it popped. Okay, good. And then
all right.
Inquiring Minds. Also streaming Lotro lately. And if you're watching this and you're a Lotro streamer and I haven't shouted you out, please let me know. We want to promote all of the Lotro streamers. And Sergeant Major Fish had been kind of popping in and hanging out, and well, let's get you an invite.
Yeah, re-invite the squid.
The squid. So, wanted to make sure
I
we
have eyes on.
got him shouted out. All right, looks like Freelancer is ready to go.
He's down on the beach.
It is a nice night for a walk along the beach.
Yeah, can you believe it's going to be 95 this weekend?
It was a lovely 97 here today. That's not even uncomfortable.
Yeah, I have to say, for all the complaining about dangerous heat this summer, even when we were hitting 100 degrees, I was walking outside going, it's just August in Nebraska. What's the big deal? It's not any hotter than it's always been. we got him. Nicely done, fellas. I didn't even take a dirt nap finishing him off. Pretty excited about it. So, yeah, my advice is if you find yourself stressed out with anxiety, quit watching the evening news so much. I'm not saying you should never watch the news. I'm just saying the less news you watch, probably the happier you'll be. If life were really that terrible and dangerous and
A little farther west.
horrific, then that would really be something.
West, southwest.
There we got him.
Wielder of Men. A troll that picks up men and uses them as weapons.
Does he pick them up by the wrist or the ankles?
No comment.
The top of the head. He uses their feet as clubs and their head as a handle. We ready?
Yes.
Got him. Nicely done.
He really does a spectacular backflip when he dies.
10 out of 10.
Delarfin says, I get most of my news on YouTube and weather from an app when I remember it. Yeah, I don't know. It's just gotten worse year by year. Now it's like you'll be watching a show at 5:30 in the afternoon and it's like, will dangerous thunder snow kill everyone you love? News at 10. It's like, what? It's July. There's not going to be any thunder snow.
Yeah.
All right. Any idea where Ripper is?
What has been scouted so far? I know that there's some spawn parts on the islands in the stream.
That'd be news to me. I'll go check the road up here that comes down from the.
Or am I thinking of Lower Lebanon?
You're thinking of Lower Lebanon.
Lower Lebanon. Yeah, there's no island.
You might be dead at 10 from the thunder snow.
Farther.
Yeah, Dell's watching the same news I get here in Omaha. The ridiculous kind.
Oh, there was a big dragon.
Yeah, that's Ripper.
To the east of here earlier tonight. I was in that little burnt out town and I went north of it.
Oh, I got Ripper. Okay. We are at
I got Ripper.
78.4 south and 49.0 west. Garther wants to solo him. He's trying really hard to start aggro.
Who needs stealth?
Exactly. There you go. Now you got stealth.
Whoops.
Ran too far away. Forbin Kid and Crasher are here. I think Crasher's here. Okay.
I don't think Trample's going to work on him, so I'm going to go back to the fast grade.
It's like he's smelling me out.
I'm going to stay mounted for this.
He's after you and we haven't even started.
I know, that was crazy. He was just beaming me down.
What's that?
Ripper was just making a beeline towards me, and I was stealthed. I wasn't aggroing him. It's like, can he smell me? What the hell's going on?
So are we doing this mounted?
I mean, do you. I'm going to stay mounted.
Yeah, I think you just intrigued Freelancer earlier.
Oh,
No,
try it mounted. I do better on foot, I think. I got the heels.
Some classes you guaranteed to do better on foot, but this guy's going to be tough. So, see, the idea is I'll stay alive, and when you guys die, the first time you can refresh inside and the next time you'll have to come back from a res circle, and I'll still be circling around.
Tried to interrupt. I don't know if it works or not.
Yeah, I think it did.
Over Firestone does.
Somebody interrupted, and it wasn't me, so I'll get this one. Okay. Get away from this one.
Oh, get out. Where's he going?
It's going
That's for
Forbin
me.
Kid.
I must have hit him below the belt or something.
Well, champions have a way of grabbing aggro with their DPS, so.
I don't have any more heals. He seems to have a lot more fireballs left in his mouth. Yep, something got me quick. I can revive for free.
Wow, I got hunted a long way.
Yep, they got me. I was trying to get to my heels.
My horse is about dead. Go ahead and dismount. And pull that.
Got it almost over halfway down, too.
got me lagging.
No lag, no lag.
Oh, Hobbit running between the legs works in the movies.
Uh-oh. Move, move, move.
I tried to interrupt, but no, you got me.
So close.
Come on. Die. Haha. Interrupt just in time.
There you go. That probably saved the day.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Drop
yeah, you're
dead.
taking a beating.
Ah.
Nice. I don't recall anybody having a respawn.
Somebody got a Morgul crest out of that.
Nice.
It's pretty rare.
What? Oh, wow.
Congrats. Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
What card is that?
I've got a retreat.
That's Battle of Pelennor Barter, I think.
I'll look at it like it revived me right by you guys anyway. Oh no, I'm a little ways away.
Take a fast train.
My wallet, I have 13 of those.
I'm gonna buy a ticket on an airplane because I ain't got time to take a fast train. And why is that, freelancer? Because my baby wrote me a letter.
Your baby wrote you a letter. I know, I know. I'm taking a big chug of coffee.
Can you share? I haven't had my quota yet today. Are you doing the turn in?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do milestone.
No reason not to turn him in. So many good Lotro streamers out there.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
Take all night shouting them all out.
This darkness is a weight on my mind. There's naught but ill omens these days.
All right, there's 3 more under our belts. Nicely done. You're welcome for the shout out, Delarfin. I'll look forward to seeing you stream some more. There's a really pretty, I'm going to say it was a PlayStation 5 game that Dell was streaming a while back. Ghosts of Somebody, it was the samurai game. Really enjoyed watching you stream that. I don't have a PlayStation 5. I can't even win one at the air show because I exclude myself from buying raffle tickets. But that's part of the fun of Twitch, is getting able to hop around and see what your friends are playing and check out some games you don't know about.
We gather up, I can share the warband quest.
Okay.
This is close enough. 1 sec.
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima.
What? How are
Not
these
shareable?
not shareable?
Well, maybe we have to be close enough for him to pop up.
Well, the good news is warband quests point you at them.
Yep.
I mean, I know where Hammersun is always is. I know where Shadowpash is always is.
Folks, I'm going to call it a night.
All right, Antler, sounds like you've got a big day tomorrow, buddy.
Hopefully I don't get too worn out.
Hopefully not. I think as long as you don't marry a Korean woman, you probably won't get too worn out.
You all have a good night.
Take care.
Good night. Speaking of getting worn out, it is a crafting bonus weekend.
Ooh.
Which is good news to those of us playing on Mordor and Angmar, because it's a struggle to get all of your crafting up to speed from scratch.
Yeah, I imagine on the new servers it could be a struggle, especially. Scholar's always a tough one because it seems just those first couple of tiers, Journeyman and Apprentice, it's really tough to get enough mats. They don't spit them out a lot at low level, and it's fairly grindy to get that done.
It helps when your neighbor has the universal ingredient crates in their front yard.
Yeah, that helps. I haven't found any yet. Anybody who has that yet?
I spent an hour riding around looking, and then I bought a house. Location, location, location. I was.
So, there are, I mean, those few places where there are lots of tier 1 resources.
The best one I know of is Karis Gelibrin and Swanfleet. It's just teeming with tier 1 resources. The age scraps.
Oh, there they are.
Whoosh.
So in Chetwood, the place you go back to like 4 times before you kill Jagger Jack.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of them there.
The Blackwood headquarters.
Blackwood, is that what it's called? Yeah. Best to pick off the marksman first.
Not the birds.
I'll save you, Dardanissa.
Thank you. He was kind of wearing out my war steed, I'm not gonna lie.
Got a bunch of wildlife in here too. Whoa, that hurt. Nice. That was weird. You have defeated Shadowpush. The only thing I got for doing that was 206 silver pieces. I literally don't show anything else. Bragging rights.
I
You
suppose.
didn't get a box?
I got a green box, Central gone.
You get a box of spoil?
Boring.
No, it's because I'm an idiot and didn't complete the quest. Now I got my box. You guys all redeemed. I'm like, what did I get? There we go. What did I get? 4 Central Gondor pieces.
Hammer Sun is this way.
169
That's also a
marks.
group.
A handful of
Smaller
Skelebrant
group.
salves. Yeah, okay. Not anything to brag about.
Where are you guys? There it is. No? No, that's just a random group running up the road. That's weird. Why isn't... Oh, there we go, I got something. No, it's Hulk. Not Hammerson. It's the other one. Weird. Where's the rest of the warband? We've got this one guy isolated. There you go.
North to the east.
Somebody
the
else
west,
is kiting
yeah.
them all. Whoop. Targeted. Fucking Norbog. That's the last minion there.
Oh, one shield.
It's funny, there's a mounted combat recenter for a mariner, but I never, ever, ever have balance problems when I'm doing mounted combat. I never use it. It's unnecessary.
So your balance position is influenced on war speed also?
Supposedly, but it never seems to move much from the center. So I never need to use the recenter, even though it's there. It's almost as if they intended to implement that and kind of left it unfinished. Oh, we better put this recenter here because they're going to have balance problems. And then they just never ended up implementing the things that really push you one side or the other.
I'm glad I don't have a list as big as their to-do list.
Right? That'd be pretty rough. All right, where do we think this other war band is? Ponton says, I'm off. Have fun
straight north
storming
of
the
us.
castle.
North.
North it is.
Walk this way.
I could walk that way.
I could walk that way. I wouldn't need calamine lotion. Wait, what are we talking about?
Oh, to the right, I think. There's one.
There he is. Alright, why do I have a refugee widow? Oh, I guess I retook that bounty as a repeatable.
All right. Well, I'm at a good stopping point. It's almost 11:30. Been up and running for just about 2.5 hours, and I am running on very little sleep and have to be up again at 4:30 a.m. So, thank you to Freelancer, to Forbin Kid, to Egarther, and to Zinger, all for being here tonight, even though Zinger decided to go do his own thing. He was at least standing by in case we needed him. Also, thanks to everybody in chat. Appreciate everybody coming by to hang out tonight. And thanks to everybody who's been supporting the fundraiser. I appreciate y'all. I will just make my way to Lynn here and park it for the night. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. We'll go find somebody to raid here shortly.
Good night.
I don't even know if I'm riding in the right direction. There's Lynn here.
Right where I left it.
Exactly. Freelancer, thanks for hunting down those roving threats. That was a nice way to finish up. Or not the roving threats, the war bands. Those were worth a ton of rep. They were 1,200 a piece or something. It's not too shabby.
Let's see. Show completion. Back. Yep. 1,200. Plus, you still got chances of a rep item dropping from them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was pretty nice.
Well, in this zone, there's a fair number of dailies, so you know you can build the rep easier than in Ringlow Vale.
I'm wasting my time on all these refugees.
Why do you say wasting your time?
Well, the roving and the war bands are worth so much. I don't know how much they're worth, but they're easy to do.
I think most of the repeatables are worth either 700 or 1,200.
Okay, they're pretty easy to do.
You can
just
go
have
through
to
them
find
pretty quick.
Once you know where they are. After 10 or 11, I guess I'll get the idea.
Singer says, I was keeping the flowers and Athelians safe until I realized nobody else was going to take them. I'll be out there picking them. I like that North Athelian armor set. Let's see who else is streaming. Lariana and Poteen are both up and streaming. Strawbell's up and streaming. Sally is up and streaming. Professor Teacher G's streaming. Sleepy Dog is streaming. Lots and lots of folks, yeah. I don't usually get a chance to raid Sally Indwin. Let's go raid her. Hopefully I typed that correctly. I did it. All right, everybody. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll be on this weekend streaming something. Come by and throw money at me. It's for the children. Thanks.
Fighting whites, cracking beech nuts.